Welcome everybody to Dominic Talks Percussion. Today we're going to talk about bounce and how to use the bounce to produce sound. My approach to playing percussion is actually very simple. I always look for the most natural way of playing, and mostly I use gravity as the main source of energy. What does this mean? If you hold your stick above the skin or a drum like this and you drop it and then you catch it and you bring it back. The only thing we need to do is, this is the starting point of our stick. It falls, we catch it, and then we have to bring it back to the starting point and then drop it again, catch it and bring it up. So this is basically a very important lesson. We don't need to hold the stick and squeeze it and then bring it to the skin and bring it back up. We don't need to do this. And if you all see this video, you will be laughing and like, yeah, of course, I know this, and why would you be doing this? But still, I see a lot of people playing like this. And they play the stick, they bring the stick to the skin and bring it back. Let's go back to the basic of the basic. You hold a stick, you let it go, you drop it, you catch it, and you bring it back up. Now, of course, we cannot play percussion like this. So what did we do? We developed a stick for it, and there's a tip, and we hold the stick here. This is our starting position. Make sure we're in the starting position. When you stand up straight. You feel the weight in your heels. You think that your head goes through the ceiling, so your body basically does this. Basically, you make sure you stand up straight, so your arms are free to move, and the weight of your body is on your hips, goes in your legs, into the ground, through your feet. When you start, the arm can hang like this, and the stick is actually, this doesn't cost me energy, almost nothing. Then the tip needs to go to the skin, so what I do, I change the gravity point by moving my elbow out, and then there the stick falls. And I'm back here, and I bring it back to the starting position. Hoppa, and go. Just try this once, just push your elbow out and it will fall. And that's also where the big muscles have an important role, because they are the ones who initiate the gravity point and actually are doing all the work. My fingers and my wrists are not doing anything. And this is very important because we will be talking about other techniques where we will use the wrist and the fingers a lot. So in the beginning, make sure the wrist and the grip is very open. Never squeeze the stick, always make sure there is space between your fingers and the stick. And also try once to do it with 2 fingers, for instance, and you just drop it and bring it back up. Try to follow the stick. So like, you follow the stick down until the point where it doesn't bounce back anymore and bring it back up. Now, what is very important is to know that a skin or a marimba or a timpani or a looser skin have a different bounce. So you will notice on certain drums you get less back. So maybe the stick will go until here, bounce back, and you have to bring it up more. But you never really need to bring it down. That's what gravity is doing for you. Practice this both hands. So we also do it left. And what you can see when you do a good bounce, like if you drop a ball, for instance, or you just drop the stick, you see that it goes from slow to fast and fast to slow. So if you see when you play that your speed is the same as going down as the way up, so slow, fast, 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 faster, fast, slow, this way, then your bounce is actually very nice. That's how you can control if your bounce works. Follow the stick and bring it back up. So we basically try to, if I do nothing, I end here, but I try to use to flow with the energy and bring it back up. So if you see yourself moving like this and the stick goes in one speed, that means you're influencing already the neutral sound, the way down. I'm going to talk about neutral sound because for me, if we think about sound, we have the sound of the drum, we have the sound of the stick, and we are the musicians who can influence that sound. I call this the neutral sound. So if I drop a stick on a skin, that's the neutral sound from the stick I chose and the drum I chose and how I tuned it. But from there on, I want to be able to influence the sound. So the bounce is basically the neutral sound for all percussion instruments. Then if we draw an X and we say we have light and heavy and fast and slow, then we can say in the middle is the neutral sound. And from there on I can say I'm going to influence my movement and I'm going to make it faster. And the sound will change. But I can also make it faster and lighter. And if I do this on the drum, this is the neutral sound. And then if I make it faster and lighter, you hear the difference? And if it's too fast and too light, you will end up not touching the skin. So you can practice this from neutral to fast and light, or neutral to light. Then we can also go to the heavy side. How do we do that? We do that by letting the arm drop on the skin, or on the drum. So that means that normally we use the weight of the stick, and the neutral sound of these sticks is quite round because it's not a too heavy stick. Do you use heavier sticks? Of course, the neutral sound will already be more heavy. And from there on we can say I add some weight to my sound. I add some weight to my stick. So I make my stick heavier. And I do that by letting the arm fall. Now, what is very important is that we get to know our body as percussionists. The arm needs to be able to hang loose. So some people are a bit like this and have a tension. Like if I do this, I have a tension in my back now. And therefore my arms cannot really hang. So move your body a bit and twist and turn and let your arms just fall and hang. I really recommend you to research Alexander technique. I did it and it's very helpful to get to know how your body can move freely and how your arms can move without that your body has to move. Go check it out. From there on we can let all the weight of the arm fall on the drum. And that you can see when, for instance, a timpani player in the orchestra plays bam, bam, and a very heavy note in the music. So if you do that on the drum, neutral sound, and we make it more heavy. So you can hear that the sound becomes heavier, fuller, more body. And this is what we can use in the music. For instance, if you would have music like yum ticka-tum, 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 ticka-tum. You see my hands are moving up. And that means I need to make the sticks lighter. Yum ticka-tum, 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 tum-tum. And even think about playing triangle. Ding, 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 pam, 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 pam. You make the stick lighter. If you have music which is yum ta ta ting ta ta tam 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 ta ta tam, we make the sticks heavier. You see, if you want to move your arms yum ta ta tam ta ta tam ta ta tam, you move them down. So there is a very important point for all musicians, all percussionists, that the music decides which movement we use or which sound we produce. And therefore we need to, in our technique, master the skill of having the bounce, dropping the stick, following the stick, and there draw an X and choose where your sound is and make sure that every sound there is, you can produce it. On the parameters, like I say light and heavy and slow and fast, you can of course put other parameters. You can make it up yourself. Maybe you are someone who thinks white and black, and you imagine a sound with white and black. Practice sound like this. I think that's it for this topic. So, to sum it up, we have a stick, it will fall down. We catch it, and we bring it back up. We don't bring it down unless we want to. Practice the bounce, practice it on different instruments with different sticks. Second, the sticks determine the neutral sound. So if you need to play a piece which is very light, choose light sticks. It makes your life much easier. Or choose heavier sticks. But from the neutral sound, we can influence the perspective. Therefore, choosing sticks is also a different topic which I will talk about in a different video. But think about the neutral sound and how much you can influence the neutral sound with your sticks. And therefore, I always look for sticks which have a medium or a medium character or a medium sound. So I can go light and I can go heavy and I can go either way. Think about the music. Light and fast is staccato. Heavy and slow will be more marcato, for instance, or legato even. Legato will be maybe more light and slower. Decide for yourself how you think the terms will work for you. I find it a very personal subject, but it's a very important one to learn how to do the bounce and to how to implement it in your music playing, and make sure you have all the skills ready for your performance, or when you're studying, or when the conductor asks you, can it be more staccato? And you say, no problem, and you make it just lighter and a bit faster. Good luck. Any questions you can write down here below or post a video, and hope to see you in the next video.